Now, whenever you guys, when you mentioned second homes, and so you've got a balance between primary residents, right, the people who live in the town full time, versus those buying second homes from anywhere in the world, because America, you can buy a house. It doesn't matter where you're from, you can buy a house in the United States. When you go to sell, we can have a different conversation. But when you purchase, you can be anywhere in the world, and you can buy a home in the United States. Talk to me about the balance of your residents and those who own property of primary versus secondary home. What you think it's 50-50, 70-30? What do you think that is right now?
I haven't looked at it lately, but depending on which areas you kind of include in what we look at, it could be 50-50 for us. We like to think that it's higher because we see so many people so often, but there are a good amount of neighborhoods just outside of our city limits that are still serviced by some of our services that they're, seasonal. I mean, we got a whole neighborhood up on the mountain, the gated community, maybe 40, 50 homes, maybe 10 full-time residents, so it always kind of ebbs and flows, and eventually what we see is if someone retires in Tryon from, say, Charleston or wherever across the world, they can leave that home to a child or a beneficiary. Sometimes those children may hold on to the home, and it just becomes a vacation spot. Sometimes they flip it as soon as they can, and it depends on what's going on in the world and stuff like that. But we have a lot of homes that are in trusts or second homes that have been inherited from family members that have just been kept solely to have that vacation spot in the mountains.
As an attorney, I most of my practice solely was real estate, transactional, commercial, and residential. But sometimes I wish I would have gotten to estates, or even, let's say, like an auctioneer, right? Because you mentioned like when an estate comes through and these heirs get this property, people come out of the woodworks, right? When there's money involved. I remember great Aunt Sue told me that time when I was 12 that she was going to give this to me.
Absolutely.
I want it. It happens fast.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I could have bet.